How many times a week do you need to train as a busy person to get into shape? So many people will say 5 days a week is perfect. It's the perfect amount. Or maybe 3 days a week, 4 days a week. The truth is, there's no number. There's no optimal amount for every single person. If that were true, then every single person should train the same exact amount, but it doesn't work that way. So every single person, they have individual tolerances to exercise. So one person, let's say they're, a bodybuilder and they're taking a bunch of PEDs or performance enhancing drugs. Well, just by doing that alone allows them to handle way more exercise, and therefore they can do a lot more training and still get a benefit from it. But if you're an older guy or an older woman, or maybe you just don't take PEDs, which is most people, well, you simply likely will not be able to recover from anywhere near as much exercise as, this guy. So for you, you're going to get better results with less training, which means less frequency, less days per week and less time every single session. So it all comes down to what you progress on. If you're getting stronger every single week or every few weeks, then what you're doing is obviously working. And if you're not, then you likely should decrease or possibly increase your training volume. But most people, if you're training very hard, you will not need to train any more than 2 times per week to make progress. Now, to make your optimal progress, if you want to maximize your potential, it's likely a few times more per week. It might be up to 4 or 5 times a week. But for most people, you can make significant progress with 2 or even 1 intense training session per week. So if you're a busy person, you want to get into shape with only training about an hour per week, only working out an hour a week or maybe slightly more, and not doing any crazy diets, still taking care of, what you're consuming, making sure that you're on track with things, but not doing anything that's too extreme or too difficult, and still make progress, still get into good shape, lose fat, gain a bit of muscle, send me a message and we'll talk.